All righty. Thanks for joining the Twincast. It's the podcast where business and faith are our foundation and a good laugh is always on the house. We're identical twin sisters navigating the real estate world as a mortgage lender and as a real estate agent. And I'm Nicole, your favorite realtor, helping you find the perfect place to call home. And I'm Cherie, your trusted mortgage lender, and the Twincast starts now. All righty. So we are here with two very important people that we are so excited to talk with. We are here with Mr. Mark Arrington and Mrs. Tiandra Arington. We're here to talk about all the things you guys have been up to. We have Mr. Arrington that is that boy good, and he does a lot of artwork around the community. And we're happy to talk about him and showcase his art and talk a little bit about that. And of course, Miss Arrington, she has her own title. It's quite a lengthy one, right, Miss Arrington? What is? Tell us all the things.
So currently, right now, I'm one of the nurse coordinators. I'm a registered nurse for Baylor Scott and White, the Killeen Cancer Center, Hematology Oncology, and then I also work at St. David's in Round Rock as one of the ER trauma nurses.
All right. And Mr. Arrington has been doing quite a bit of artwork within Killeen and other places. I recently seen that you did a mural in Killeen, in downtown Killeen. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's a beautiful one. I know that you had put quite a few different things in there in regards to flags. And tell us a little bit about that part of the mural that you did.
So I was contacted by the city of Killeen. They wanted me to create a mural tailored to Killeen, the history and the growth of Killeen, representing all the different cultures and ethnicities around the area. So it pretty much tried to incorporate in every letter of the flag different flags and cultures throughout the area. Some of the history with the military, famous things like the Blue Bonnet and stuff like that, just to pretty much put Killeen in a nutshell.
Yeah, it looked really nice. It looks, I mean, there's so much. How long did it take you to do? I know it had to take a long time. It's a big mural. So how long did it take y'all to complete it?
We made like a family affair. I had my wife out there; she came and helped. The kids came and helped. As we was doing it, some of the people community, they was putting their input on. Maybe we should add this and add that. So it made it fun and entertaining to get the community involved into it. So I'll say it probably took us maybe about 2 weeks, I think. But we worked day in and day out to when it got dark outside, we turned on the lights, headlights, whatever we had, to complete the project.
Now that's what I like about you two is that uh, y'all work. It's just is not something you're scared of. And when you said you put lights out there, it took 2 weeks because that looked like it took 2 months to put together at minimum. Yeah. So I could understand that. That's that that's a big deal to us. We working hard. We like to see that in the community. And Mr. Arrington served in the military, and that's how we helped in buying a home. But the biggest part of why we wanted you guys here on the show was because we love the fact that you're here local, you're doing things for the community. Miss Arrington taking care of our people, in the nurse, all the way out in St. David's too. So that's a lot of work. Yeah. So in regards to your the mural and the things, you've also worked for KISD. You did something within the school district as well. Is that right?
Well, not in the school district with the community.
Hmm.
We have a youth football organization. I'm the president of football as well over here in Harker Heights, and we also have a cheer program as well for the cheers. We go everywhere from the ages of 5 to the ages of 12, doing football and cheer. Just recently, this last Sunday, our girls went to a cheer competition and won on all levels. So I'm proud of them for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our boys are currently going to play in the playoffs this Saturday, and see how far we can take it.
All right. Ain't no slacking over there. I know. Miss
Yes,
Arrington,
ma'am.
are you a part of the cheer committee? What do you do in the cheerleading world? I feel like you're doing a lot.
I'm not in the cheerleading world as far as that. I mean, I support where I need
Okay.
to. Like I said, we were there, but I'm actually on the football side because I'm with my husband. So I'm considered the 8U tackle team nurse, and of course,
Oh.
this is for our wonderful Harker Heights Junior Knights. But yeah, so that's my role over there. And then whatever else I need to do for my husband to make sure that we have a smooth day, whatever that entails.
Oh,
So
not
that means
whatever.
getting water, ice, making sure plays are laminated and in their covers, then that's where I'm at.
Oh, I know that's a role right there. Just the biggest part of, I mean, I feel like since our dad is a pastor, but he has the role of my mom. My mom has to be a big support system, and without uh, my mom, I mean, gosh, it would make it very difficult on my dad. And I feel like behind every good man is a great woman. And Miss
Yes.
Arrington, I know you're holding it down and doing all the behind the scenes, which matter. I mean, they matter if not as much as what Mr. Arrington is doing for the football team. And a nurse, hopefully they don't have to see you get out there too much.
No,
Hopefully you
not too
go.
much, but every now and again, or a little somebody is overheated, or maybe, we've got our leg hurt just a little bit. So I got to go out and assist on the field and make sure, we bring them back to safety, get it iced up. And then also too, just making sure that the referees know, teams need breaks for waters and making sure that our kids stay hydrated while they're out there on the field. So yeah,
Because we are in
pretty much
Texas and it'd be 125 out there. So we
correct.
got to have is keep hydrated for sure. Do any of
Yeah.
your sons play in the football team?
Yes, both of them play.
Actually,
Yeah, my youngest he play on the 8U division, and the oldest he play on the 12U division. So they're both going to be working hard, competing this weekend, and doing their job.
All right, what
and then
position?
our good old teenager, our senior, he is one of the flag coaches. So
Okay, we got all of them out there, huh? That's what I'm
yes,
talking
Yeah,
about.
working
everybody.
in some way, shape, or form, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Are any
everybody playing a role to make everything go smooth, everybody life easier, and making the family affair like we try to do with everything.
Man, that's such important to have a family, to have a family and, parents that are supporting that and being involved and staying engaged in their kids, even after school, of course, because if you don't pass, you don't play. And I'm sure y'all
Correct.
have probably a
Exactly.
higher standard than just passing. I can just
Correct.
sense that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That
I
is
know that. And with three boys out there doing that, I mean, I know y'all got it to the max. Y'all to the max right now.
we
Yeah,
are.
they stay busy. They stay busy. My oldest he do a lot with ROTC. He's actually going to be coaching also for this state game. He's going to be one of the coaches for the very first AU girls 8U football team.
Wow.
So
Hey.
that's a huge opportunity for him. And like I say, he do a lot with his ROTC and stuff like that. He just got promoted a couple of months ago to first sergeant of his ROTC program. So proud of him as well.
Is he planning on following your footsteps into the military career?
Um, I'm not 100% sure. I know a lot of stuff I do. He like to try to do it. I think he like real competitive. He wants he could do it better than the spots.
No. We got
But
big shoes to fill.
exactly. But I think I want him to focus more on his college and his athletics, and then that's if the military is later on in his future, then that's he can take that route.
I see. Well, I have a going back to your artwork and the things that you've been doing in the community. Tell us a little bit about how this all started, because I know if you've been doing it for such a long time, but where did it all start and why?
So it all started back when I was still in the military then. And it started with my current 13-year-old son. He had a dresser in his room, and it was just a regular older dresser. And I took it. I went to the store. I bought some paint. Came back to the house, and I've been an artist all my life. And when I see certain things, I get a vision.
Mhm.
So I just grabbed and I started painting Marvel cartoon characters all over it. And on the side of it, I had like Iron Man with his hand out, and inside his hand, I put like a little push light to serve as a night light.
Mm.
And I posted on Facebook just to be like, hey, look what I did, look what I worked on. And man, ever since I did that, things just took off. I had people reaching out to me, asking me, can I do it for their kid and that? And just a little hobby on the side, just something else to do. And it just blew up. It blew up to um, more clientele, more people, and pretty much it just put me out into the world. So to the point that I don't travel throughout the U.S. Painting wall murals. I've been invited to and went to Germany to do art shows. So it's been a real blessing on how things came about without actually, you know, that being my focus. Like my focus was just trying to do something for my son that day, and it blew up to being more than that.
God is good. God is good. So
all the time.
there you go. So when you started doing this, was there, you've excelled so much into it. I mean, you've done stuff for a lot of people, but was there a point of time where you thought, hey, I'm not going to do this, isn't going somewhere, or was there a point of time where you just wanted to give up on this dream?
No, I don't think it ever was a time that I want to give up. The thing I like about it because it's more of a hobby. Most of the time when I get a request from something from or for someone, they give me a full range to do what I want. They give me the vision, and then I'll pretty much take it from there. Like they'll probably say one or two things they want to see added, but most majority of the job they just let me work my magic on it, and that's what I like about it. It doesn't seem like a job; it's more of a hobby, it's more of a relief to me. So it stays fun. So I never want to really quit.
You're never really working if you love what you do. That's what they say.
Exactly.
That's what they say. So it's not a job, but to other people it would. I mean, when you see these these things that Mr. Arrington makes, I mean, from shoes to like you said, murals and walls in the bed, like bedrooms. I've seen you
Furniture.
do furniture,
Yeah.
all the things. You wouldn't just never. You say people just give you a little piece. I mean, because I will give you, you did a pair of shoes, I think, for my husband, and
Oh
never
yeah.
would I've ever thought. I'm like, how did we give you this and then come out to that? And I think it's just totally, I mean, so cool. I would never think that, you could come up with, what you come up with. So I think it's awesome. So,
And
Thank you.
recently, we're going to post it because he didn't post it yet, but we had a Halloween party that we went to this past weekend. And of course, my husband decided to do it slash Pennywise. And so, in being it and Pennywise, he customized his face. He wanted to do it himself. He didn't want to wear the mask and executed that project as well. So,
there you
something
go.
else, something else to add to all the accolades that he has. And
Oh,
this art can
goodness gracious. You were telling me a little bit about doing some work for the Houston Texans and things like that. Tell me what's going on there.
Yes, ma'am. So for the last 4 years, I've been working with the Houston Texans every year. And just like everything else, it started off small. It started off someone from the organization reached out to me on Instagram, and they was like, I've been following you for a couple of years now, and they gave me a small project for a fundraiser that it was holding. So I created some cleats for them, and they used that for the fundraiser. And as they reached out again, and they had me do another, it was another fundraiser. Then we got to they was doing the Texas Bowl a couple of years ago, and that's how they want to announce the college team that was going to compete in the Texas Bowl. So I did that, and after that, it blew up with them. It pretty much like I said, for the last 4 years, I've been doing the my calls, my kicks. I'm actually the first person in I guess, the NFL world to do the my calls, my kicks. Not people been doing the my calls, my clicks, but my calls, my kicks. I mainly do it for like the
media.
like the owners and stuff and the people behind the scenes that you really don't see. So the first year, they sent me like 150 pair of shoes to customize for them, and after that, I mean, it just kept going. You'll probably see some of the shoes that you see worn by people like Pat McAfee, Cam Wolf, any of them that's doing the calls games and stuff like that. Them are some of the shoes that I created for them to wear for that event. So
Mr. Big Time.
every year around this time between October and November, that's my busy time. They have me tied up working on that.
Okay, so we caught you right before the busy season then.
No, it's
Yes,
already
man.
started.
No, you said October,
Yeah,
There's,
I already
there's
November.
shoes.
started. Yeah,
There's shoes in the
yeah,
living room.
Excuse me, living
yeah.
room. Okay, forgive me. I thought I heard November, December, but you said October. So we're blessed right now to have you on the show right now. You should be painting shoes right now. You took
I
a 20-minute break to you know what, to come on our show. God, man.
Yeah, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Everything y'all
Yes,
do, everything y'all working on. Y'all helped me purchase my first house. I think it was a game changer for my family. It was um, it actually tested our faith and stuff like that because man, when you came on the scene, you were showing us this house and stuff like that. My wife could tell you, I was like, babe, I don't know, I don't, I don't know, and yeah, like we put a lot of faith in God, and we felt like He led you guys. I think you guys were the perfect guys for us to get this process done. Because when I say from what I hear from everybody else, I tell everybody I didn't have an issue. They made it so easy.
Oh, that means a lot to us. I mean, we
agreed.
thank you, Miss Arrington. It was a Nicole, Nicole has all the fun and shows all the house and listens to what y'all want. And then when this, I really didn't get to see the homes, and really not very often, but I went to y'all's home and we have some pictures of that, gosh, how long has it been? It's been a while, but we had
It's
such a
been 6 years.
6 years. I mean, so we saw. I mean, I went to the home and I was like, "Wow, this is a nice house." I was excited for y'all too. I said, "Nicole, you did a great job." Yeah, I mean, you guys.
We went on a nice adventure looking for homes and testing, and my husband, nope, nope, nope,
I'm missing.
no, not that one, not that one.
You have to find the right one, and look, it
Yes, I
obviously was the
understand.
right
Yeah,
one because
and I'd
y'all
be
picked
like,
up
"Babe, this is the house. This is it right here." No, no. I'm like, okay. So we kept going. We kept looking, and I was like, okay, this one is it. Like for real, for real. Like this one is it. This one right here. And he still was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
So
I was, and then there's one day I was laying down and someone like, just go to the house. So I came here one day and like I said, it's a testimony to faith because, I was like, okay, it's gonna be the house. So I took my shoes off, I walked around the front yard, the backyard, and I talked to God and I was like, hey, God, this the house, make it happen.
Mhm.
And next thing I know, Nicole did her thing, and Sherry came through and did her thing. And like I said, it was an easy process. And once we got the ball rolling, I mean, it was so smooth and so fast and so informational that it the nerves wasn't able to really sit in because everything was so smooth and easy. So, like I said, you guys do a great job. That's why every time I see you guys on social media and whatnot, I make sure I try to like, comment, and everything because everybody needs to have that same experience that you guys gave us.
Oh, we haven't talked about this process, probably since after you purchased them, we haven't really talked about it. But when we get this feedback, when I get it, I mean, finding a home for somebody is so important to me. It's not just about, oh, let me get them in the door or anything. It's so important to me that we find the right place for whoever's looking. So for when you come back and tell me that, I'm glad that you had that experience. It actually makes me a little emotional because I'm like, it's so important to me that my clients find what they're looking for, and it's personal. I take it personal. And so I'm glad that we were able to deliver that, and God came through when He needed to, and that
Yeah,
y'all found the perfect home and was able to call it home.
and we're
yeah,
still there and we
Yeah.
still love it. That's one of the things even more so is that we're still there. Anytime I'm like, oh, there's a house for sale and I'm looking and then I'm like, we don't really need to buy another house. Like there's nothing wrong with our house. We were just talking about that actually a couple days ago too, but I'm like, there's nothing wrong with our house. Like if we were moving, it would just be moving just because like
Hmm.
like we have more than enough space. When you look at our house from the outside, you're like, oh, that's cute. But then when you go inside, you're like, oh, I didn't know you guys had this. Oh, I didn't know that you have this so much space. Oh my
Hmm.
gosh, your kitchen is huge. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I like
Yeah, we
it.
no need to
Like,
go spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. We don't have to do that. We got it right here.
we have
Yeah.
it right here. And if we need to change, upgrade, add, we can do that right here. If I want a game room, I can do that in my attic because you have so much space up here. And I'm like, see, I don't have to go buy another house. I have a whole nother house upstairs.
Yeah, and you have a big backyard too. I know y'all been playing football back there too. I remember that.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Got the whole team back there. I know it was a good sized yard. So I think let me see if I have any more questions for y'all that we wanted to touch base on. Um, I do have one other question for you. So, in regards to Mr. Arrington, out of all the things that you've done, what would you say has been your biggest accomplishment, whether it's business or whatever? What has been your biggest accomplishment thus far?
Um, I would say my biggest accomplishment, I would say probably pouring into to the lives of the youth. Um, since I became involved with youth sports and stuff like that, it helps you open your eyes to like what's really going on outside of your household and other households and stuff like that. And it's a lot of youth out there that needs you to make an impact on. And some of the things I hear from parents and kids and stuff like that after the game or after practice or anything like that, it makes me realize that, you actually pour into someone that when they grow up, they could pour into someone else. And I look at it as like a domino effect. That, once you help, even if you help one person or whatever the case may be, they're gonna grow up and have their own kids or get involved in other people's lives and stuff like that. So I think that right now, at this current moment, is one of my biggest accomplishments. Because I'm over anything, I'm a people person. I know that my art, I get messages from clients and stuff telling me like how my art impacted them and stuff like that. But I guess I think like when I'm working with the kids, it's a visual thing I can actually see and experience and see the smiles and joys on their face. And I think more than anything, that would bring some most joy to me at this current moment.
I love that. I love that. We're kind of getting more involved with that, with the kids. I do the nursery at our church, but Nicole, she does it, but either way, she has younger kids. Mine are old, so, it's a little bit easier, I feel like. But either way, I'd love to hear people investing in our future and our kids and spending time with them because boy, do we need it. We need them. We need you guys, anybody and everybody to team up to help our future. So I'm
Yeah.
and that makes me excited that y'all guys are out there and Miss Arrington, you out there, supporting every all the missions. I love it. I love it.
And the kids love him, let me tell you. The kids love
Who couldn't? Who couldn't love Miss
and the
Arrington?
parents as well. They, like I said, my house is turned. Thank goodness we have our house because my house is the weekend spot, the practice spot, the
Mhm.
whatever else you want to call it, spot. Um,
It's the
when
hot
need
spot.
be. So it's the hot spot, definitely. People know that their kids can come to the Arringtons house and that they'll be perfectly fine because, again, the relationship that my husband has built with these children, and the fact, again, like I said, they absolutely love him. He's super patient, more patient than I can say I've ever been. But again, this is a learning process, and he's helping me along the way to do better as well in bonding with children. So yeah,
Well, you're doing it.
outside of our own.
Yeah, y'all have a group yourself and then you're adding to it. So again, we We really commend you guys for just stepping out and investing time in our future, our kids, and pouring into them. It doesn't go unnoticed, I'm sure, but I want to say thank you for that. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all taking the time to not only get on the podcast, but to chat with us and be real. Tell us, your heartfelt, just being heartfelt and telling us how you feel about things. It's been it's been great to hear what y'all had to say. We have a question for you. Go ahead. Well, we end every podcast with this question. It's if these walls could talk, and meaning your home, what would they say? What would they say about We're going to give both of y'all the opportunity because I know there's going to be different stories. So, Mrs. Arrington, what would the wall say?
Um, Man, that's tough, but um, we welcome you and we love you here. And if nobody else tells you, we're proud of you. I would think that's a good one.
Oh,
That's
that is so sweet. I love that. Okay, Miss Arrington, good luck on top of that one.
So, since you got asked that question, it made me think. I used to always think this sign was so corny, right? The live, love, laugh. But when you actually think about it, and when you ask that question, that's the only thing I can think about. Because since the whole time that we've been here, that's what we have done. We laugh, we live. We don't have so many things, and so many experiences happen in the household that and so many laughters in the household from the kitchen to the dining room to all over the place. Every area of this house has been an experience. Um uh we don't have family from all over come down, and that's one of the reasons if we were the that's also one of the reasons if we were to ever move, that'd be one of the hardest things because we'd be leaving around so many memories, so much love and so much laughter in this house. And it would be hard to I'm not saying it'll be hard to recreate, but it's a lot to recreate as we if we was to move forward from this household.
That's a good one. Well, our future guests are going to have big shoes to fill with those comments. Live, laugh, and love. And Mrs. Arrington, yours almost had me in tears too. So, good stuff. So, Mr. Arrington, in regards to your That Boy Good artwork, where can they, if they want some shoes, if they want a mural, if they want something done by you, how can they get a hold of you?
They could message me at on Facebook, Instagram. Is that it, babe? Facebook, Instagram, email.
TikTok,
So
TikTok.
Facebook, so
TikTok.
Facebook and TikTok. Uh, Facebook is That Boy Good Artwork. It's spelled DATBOIGOOD Artwork. Same thing with everywhere else. I have a website, www.thatboygoodartwork.com. You could email me at my catchphrase at catchthesehands@thatboygoodartwork.com. Any of those are fine, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with your request.
It's going to be a little bit slower time between November.
It's going to be a little bit slower time. So if you got something that you want for Christmas,
Better
hit
get
me
it
up
in.
now so it could be first in the shoot.
Okay. And we'll put that information out, Mr. Arrington, your websites and how they can contact you in our show notes later on so that people can reach out to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mrs.
Sorry,
Arrington, I'll talk to
I
you.
was shuffling and buffling. I just had one thing too to add.
That's
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and of
Mhm.
course, with me working at the Hematology Oncology Clinic, we just started up a support group. And so I just wanted to put that out there as well for any family members or anybody currently dealing with or battling any cancer. Like I said, we put a support group together. It's the third Thursday of every month.
Mhm.
You can reach out to our social worker, The phone number to reach her is 254 200 3200. And her name is Tisha Waterman.
We'll
So,
put that information too on our show notes, Mrs.
yeah.
Arington, so that people can reach out to you guys for breast cancer awareness or that boy good artwork. So again, thank you guys for being on the show. Thank you for tuning into the Twin Cast. If y'all liked or loved today's episode, please subscribe and you can catch us at the Twin Cast.
Thank you for having us, guys.
All
We
right. Thank you.
appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Bye bye. See you later.
Bye.